if you find yourself right now at the verge of being overthrown or ready to throw in the towel, if you feel that there's this inward agitation that is just going to be the end of you, then I want you to be encouraged, because most likely you are going through what's called a sifting process. And the sifting is from a Greek word, but it means by inward agitation to try one's fate to the verge of being overthrown. Or think about a washing machine's agitator, what it does to the clothes and its purpose of the agitation. So in Luke chapter 22:31, it says, "And the Lord said to Simon, he said, Simon, Simon, indeed Satan has asked for you, that he may sift you as we did." Two requests: give him to me so that I can sift him. And Jesus said this, "But I have prayed for you that your faith should not fail, and that when you have returned to me, strengthen your brethren." He didn't pray for Simon Peter to be removed or for Satan not to sift him, because God knows the total outcome of the sifting process, what it's going to do for you. Now, when you think about, he didn't pray for Peter to escape the intense shaking to the point of overthrow. He prayed that his faith would not fail in the process. Jesus knew that out of this trial would emerge a new character, the one Simon Peter needed to fulfill his destiny and strengthen his brethren. Right now, what you are going through, the enemy is counting on it to destroy you, to sift you to nothing. But the Lord knows the potential of this sifting that you're going through, what it's going to do for your character. And then when you think about the process that you are going through, when you think about this shaking, that the Lord knew that when Simon Peter would go through this shaking, it was going to shake loose everything that was not necessary, everything that was hindering or distorting the vision of God for Peter's life. Think about yourself in that situation right now. The enemy is counting on you to be overthrown, for your faith to be thrown out the door, for you to throw in the towel, and for you to give up. But when you think about on the other side of that, what God is looking for this sifting to do for you, for your good, to refine you, to process you in such a way that you're going to be this great ambassador for the upbuilding of his kingdom. Be encouraged. You know, it's really difficult to say to you, embrace the purging or embrace the sifting, because it is painful. And I have recently gone through some very sensitive sifting situations, but wow, what I've been able to look back and see, how God has opened my eyes in so many ways to see things I couldn't clearly see. It says, in the midst of God's purging process, we will be easy prey to offense, whether it be with God or one of his servants. We're going to be aggravated at God or somebody in service with God. Second, we can easily be deceived by the enemy, because he will use something that sometimes seems right, but his ultimate plan is use it for your own destruction. We have to understand that we cannot look at things and view things from the past offenses that we have. We have to look through the lens of Christ, not the lens of offense. Because what happens, we're going to filter everything through what happened to us before, and then we're going to make wrong decisions and wrong judgment calls. The Lord knew what would happen, how it would change Simon Peter to be the right way he needed to be. And he knows that very thing about your life right now. And I just want to tell you to encourage yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't try to tell yourself you're not offended. Don't try to feel like you're going to get through this. It's going to be okay. Absolutely not. Be honest and truthful with God. God, I just don't even like myself right now. God, I'm just dealing with this intense situation. God, I don't like this person. Lord, help me. Purge all of those impurities out on the floor before the Lord. Allow him to use this sifting process. And the thing that you can say, God, give me your wisdom. Give me, Lord, your vision. God, let me see what you're trying to get me to see. Change me, God, for your good. Use this sifting process to destroy the things that are not worthy to be as a kingdom builder. Embrace this sifting in such a way that you don't give the enemy a foothold, because he will take a stronghold. Don't let him in the door of your heart. He's there crouching at the door, waiting for that moment to grab a hold of you in such a way to make you just want to give up. That's when we become candidates for the grace of God, and he's just going to swoop in and wrap that cloak of humility around you. He's going to embrace you with his peace, the peace that only he gives, that can sustain you in such a way that we cannot even imagine. Nothing is impossible for God. He is greater to do things far greater, exceedingly abundantly than you could ever imagine. You hold on. Do not give up, but be encouraged to know that this refinement and this sifting is going to make you exactly who God intended you to be.